Dear students of class 5, I am Mrs. Neha Makkad and in this video we are going to study the poem The Skylark by Christina Rossetti. So children, let me first tell you about the poetess Christina Rossetti. She was born in London and she began writing poetry when she was a teenager. Her poems soon became popular and she describes the song and the flight of a skylark on a bright morning in this poem. Students, firstly we will do the recitation of the poem and then I will do the explanation of the poem. The Skylark by Christina Rossetti. The earth was green, the sky was blue. I saw and heard one sunny morn a skylark hang between the two, a singing speck above the corn, a stage below in gay accord. White butterflies danced on the wing, and still the singing skylark soared, and silent sank, and soared to sing. So now, children, the skylark was flying high in the blue sky above the cornfields, and the skylark was seeming as to be hanging between the sky and the earth. A singing speck. So children, speck means a tiny dot. So the skylark was appearing like a tiny dot above the cornfields. So children, basically this poem is a celebration of life, nature and love. The color green of the cornfields, it symbolizes positivity, brightness and peace. So in the meaning of the first stanza is like the poetess recalls a sunny morning, a bright sunny morning she had spent in the green cornfield listening to the beautiful song of the skylark, which was seeming to be hanging between the sky and the earth. And she remembers the skylark flying so high in the sky that it seemed like to be a tiny dot that is hanging between the green earth and the bright blue sky. Now the meaning of the second stanza, children. A skylark is traditionally associated with joy, happiness and the time which the poetess is telling in this poem is basically the early summertime, or you can also say it as a springtime. So in the early summertime or springtime we can say that below the skylark the butterflies were cheerfully dancing. So a stage below they were in gay accord. Gay accord means they were happy and the skylark was happy and it was having harmony in the flight it was taking, and the butterflies were cheerfully dancing. On the wing means in flight. They were in flight. They were flying. And still the singing skylark soared. Soared means it was circling in the sky and in a circular motion like a wheel. It was wheeling about here and there. And silent sank and it again became silent and then again soared high in the sky. Moved high in the sky. The cornfield stretched a tender green to right and left beside my walks. I knew he had a nest unseen somewhere among the million stalks. And as I paused to hear his song, while swift the sunny moments slid, perhaps his mate sat listening long and listened longer than I did. So now children, here in the third stanza, the tender green means that it is the early summertime or the springtime, and the leaves are young and new because of the season. And to the right and left, she is finding what? She is finding lush green fields of the corn. And I knew he had a nest unseen. So somewhere among the countless, the million stalks of the cornfield, there is a nest of the skylark. Somewhere in between the fields is the nest of the skylark. So in the third stanza, the poetess says that she could see a vibrant green color and the field was very wide and grand, and the poetess came to the conclusion that the skylark had some nest somewhere among the millions or the countless stalks of corn, and it is the summertime, early summertime or the spring season that is there. Now, in the fourth stanza, the poetess Christina says that she was deeply interested in listening to the skylark singing the song, and she was mesmerized and enchanted to see the skylark soaring high in the sky and hearing to its singing, and she was so captured and she was so engrossed that she lost the track of time, and she was listening to the song so carefully, and she imagined that perhaps the skylark had a mate, she had a partner who was listening to the skylark song even longer than she listened to the skylark's song. So as I paused means stopped to hear to the skylark song, while swift the sunny moment slid, means so much time passed by that she did not come to know, and the partner of the bird, the mate of the bird, was also listening to the marveling at the beauty of the song of the skylark and the flight of the bird, and the skylark's mate or partner listened to the song longer than the poetess listened to the song. Thank you, children.